Hello, and welcome back to Solicited Advice. We have a question from a man. Yes. Oh, don't get me wrong. I love the inquiries that women have put in, but today we're going to take a look from a different perspective. So let's just jump right in. Here we go. Do you think there's such a thing as a woman who stays consistent all of the time in terms of what she wants and of what she is looking for in a man? Now that's a substantive question. Hell to the no! I'm only kidding. If I want to seriously answer this question, we would have to look at it in terms of a woman's age. If she's a young woman, obviously she doesn't know what she wants. Or I can say most of the time. So women don't get upset. The older woman is, and I don't mean like 80. I'm talking about maybe 30, 35. The more likely it is that she knows what it is exactly that she wants. Matter of fact, let me dig a little bit deeper into this. There's something that's called identity status. And there's 4 types of identity status by Marsha. It's identity achievement, identity moratorium, identity foreclosure, and identity diffusion. Identity achievement. This is what you want. You want a woman who knows who she is, and she can find out who she is after she's made a commitment to her goals, her values, and her beliefs after having reached a period of exploration. So that means she's had some experience. A prime example would be a woman in her 30s who has a career and who also knows that she wants to start a family and then tries to make time for both of them. She has identity status. She knows what she wants, and that's identity achievement. Next thing we have is the other end of the spectrum, which is known as identity diffusion. And this is neither commitment nor exploration. You just go with the flow. You don't know what you want to do, so you just go with what everybody else says. Prime example, a woman in a relationship, it could also be a man, and you ask them, well, what do you want to do? And they say, I don't know, whatever you want to do. And you say, okay, well, I want to go to Disneyland. And they say, well, I don't want to go to Disneyland, but what do you want to do? Whatever you want to do. Oh, I want to strangle you. But I won't. I'll just say that you are diffused. That's identity diffusion. Next, we have identity foreclosure. Now, many women fall into this category. They make a commitment without any type of exploration whatsoever. Prime example is a woman, and this may be based on culture. Let's say the Hispanic culture, because I know that you guys are family oriented. Many people just feel, okay, woman, this is your job to have some kids and then go ahead and get a career. Or it could just be your career to take care of your children and your man without having to explore. If you do that, then you fall into identity foreclosure. So basically, you don't want to do that. You want to have a chance to explore, find out what it is that you truly want, and then go back and say, okay, I want some kids now, and then I want to achieve my career. But most people fall into that category. And finally, we have identity moratorium. This is where you explore without making a commitment. Right? This is where you explore without making a commitment. Prime example, cohabitation. You're exploring the relationship, but you're not making a commitment of marriage. And that's moratorium. A lot of us fall into that category too. But the best one is identity achievement. So let me bottom line it for you. The question: can a woman be consistent all the time in what she wants and what she's looking for in a man? It's very tough. The older she is, the higher she will be in terms of identity status. So if you're looking for an older woman, make sure she knows what she wants. With a younger woman, then you're going to have to accept that either she's going to explore or she's just going to make a commitment. So it's really up to you. So you can explore or you can commit, but don't complain. Deal with it. My girlfriend and I have different interests. She likes potentially dangerous physical activities, while I just like to chill, hang out, go to clubs, dancing, and have hot, steamy sex. How do I meet her needs without losing myself in the process? Losing yourself where? In the hot, steamy sex? I'm not sure where this question is going. Does she whip your butt when you're having sex? Do you mean losing yourself in the process of dangerous physical activities? Does she like rock climbing while you're watching her? Hopefully she's wearing her skirt. Does she like jumping out of airplanes, boxing, race car driving? Does she drink a lot of alcohol while you just chill and wait to have your hot steamy sex? If that's what you mean, you can always say no. If you don't want to engage in some potentially dangerous physical activities, just tell her and hope she doesn't potentially dangerously kill you. Baby, I don't want to jump out of an airplane. Baby, I don't want to climb these rocks where I could kill myself. Baby, no, I don't want to box just to get aroused. You can just say no. I don't know what you mean by lose yourself, but those are just some suggestions. If you mean losing your individuality, you two can actually sit down and you can discuss some of the things that you like to do versus some of the things that she likes to do, and I'm sure you guys can find some common ground. Okay, so next time she says, let's go roller skating butt naked down Hollywood Boulevard, just say no. Okay. Ooh, this is a hard one. I'm 30 years old and I've always been in a relationship since high school. My boyfriend and I recently broke up, and because this was a disastrous relationship, I would like to be alone for a while before starting to date again. My problem is, during this time, how do I keep myself from jumping into another relationship? Get thee to a nunnery. Stop the tape. Stop the tape. This is a very difficult question. It's really hard. Actually, let me put it this way. You have to separate a need versus a want. Do you need to be in a relationship, or do you want to be in a relationship? We have a biological need for intimacy, but intimacy does not automatically or necessarily mean sex. Because some people that I know, they would much rather hang out with their friends than they would with their significant other. Right? And if you can separate those two things, you can be alone for a long time and just have friends. Go out, have fun, just come back home by yourself. And also engage yourself in other physical activities and start to build your self-confidence when you're alone. Because many people, when they're alone, they get depressed because they feel that no one loves them. That's not true. The only person you really need to know that loves you is yourself. And once you're able to love yourself, you can say that I don't really need a man, but a man would be nice to have, and you'll be fine.